Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Colin, and welcome to a very special edition of Earwax. This is going to be the 50th video that I've put out on YouTube. In addition to that, this is another edition of a mystery bundle unboxing and vinyl record giveaway. And actually, with the records in this bundle, it's going to push my collection to over 500 records, which is a pretty big milestone. I know there's some like bigger record collectors out there that have definitely way surpassed that. But considering I've only been seriously collecting for like 7, 8 years, and I don't have the capital and money to only focus on record collecting. Plus, I have a lot of other hobbies that take up some of my collector's fund each year. 500 is a pretty big number. Also, I'm hoping by the time that this video releases, I will be at 100 subscribers. So I know, again, 100 subscribers, not a ton in the grand scheme of YouTube channels, but it's a pretty cool milestone. And I just wanted to take this time and thank each and every person that has watched my videos, that continues to engage with this. You guys mean the world to me. It allows me to continue to do this, and at least I know that there are people out there that are watching this and enjoying it. So thank you. That's what kind of this video is going to be, is just a thank you to you guys. And there's a couple different things that I'm going to do because of that. So first and foremost, the mystery bundle I have for this video is pretty unique. It's one I haven't done before. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be the most surprising one that I've done. Also, just purely based off this video, I'm going to be giving away 2 records. So even if I don't get anything I already have in this bundle, and there's a very high chance of that because of the bundle that I'm doing, I'm still going to give away 2 records. So 2 different people. I'm not going to give them to the same person, but all you have to do, again, like, subscribe, comment on the video to enter. Also, just want to put a brief disclaimer out there. If you do end up winning, please send me your details in a direct message on Instagram or shoot me an email. I'll put both those links in the comments or on the description of this video. Don't put your address in the comments. It's just, it's not a safe thing to do. You don't want your address to just be out there for, anyone to see. Not that I'm getting a ton of views, but still always better to be safe. But on top of that, I'm also going to be doing a bit of a surprise towards the end. So if you watch all the way through to the end of this video, there is something else that kind of comes along with this. But let's just get right into what we're actually doing today. So I live in Colorado, and in Denver, Colorado, there is a record store called Twist and Shout. I think it's the biggest, at least square foot record store in the Denver metro area. And when I first got into collecting records, they had these grab and go packs that were, some of them were genre specific, some of them were price point specific. And I had done a couple when I first started collecting. And then over the years, they kind of sifted that down into just a couple different options for the grab and go packs. And so I hadn't done one in a while, and I thought for this special kind of thank you video, it'd be fun to do one. So what I have here is premium miscellaneous used LP grab and go pack from Twist and Shout Records in Denver, Colorado. 10 records, you're reading that right, for 35 bucks. So if we're doing math, that's about $3.50 per record. I don't think we're going to be getting a lot of winners here, but we'll see. Who knows? Again, no genre definition in this. It's just going to be a bunch of random stuff put together. The last time I bought one of these from Twist and Shout, it was cheaper than this, but there was some damaged sleeves. It wasn't the highest quality of records. And if anything I get in here, I have a duplicate of. And it's not a good quality, I won't send that out. I'll send whatever the better quality is. But I do have a couple, and one of the records I'm going to give away is not a damage, not from this, but it's a cool signed copy of an album that I really, really enjoyed. Came out a few years ago, and I'll reveal what that is at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. But before we get in, again, please like, subscribe, leave a comment to enter this giveaway. And yeah, let's figure out what we got. So 10 records, any genre, in a nice brown paper bag, so real official. But it's cool. It's cool getting something from your local record store. As much as I enjoy pre-ordering stuff and doing the online bundles, there's something to be said about going to your local store, digging through some crates, finding some new music. Oftentimes I'll buy albums that are like in a genre section I like, just purely based off the album artwork. So it's just a great way to discover new music. And if you have the ability and time, it's fun to go down and check it out. So brown bag lunch, let's see what we get. I'll pull out the first record. It is Vinyl Me Please, Resound, Lost Sounds Found. I have no idea what this is. So Vinyl Me Please obviously is another kind of like online marketplace. They do not just records, but like actual record materials. I don't know if this is a like a compilation. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually kind of awesome. So doesn't come with the sleeve, but what the actual record is I don't know if you can see that, it's ATLiens by Outkast. So this is one of my favorite hip-hop albums of all time. I don't have it yet. It looks like it's a pretty cool colored, yeah, like kind of green, like aqua sort of clear, translucent vinyl. But yeah, so that's super cool. Quality is really good. I didn't see any like scratches or anything like that on it. I'll definitely have to, obviously play it and see, what the sound quality is. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I kind of expect. So I'm not sure why it's coming in just like this Vinyl Me Please outer sleeve. I might have to try and hunt down the actual sleeve for this. But great quality inner sleeve and just an absolutely killer album. So all right, we're already off to a hot start. ATLiens, Outkast, absolutely phenomenal album. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But it is, I'd have to say it's probably my favorite Outkast album. I love most of their discography. Idlewild kind of aside, but like the vast majority of their discography I think is incredible. I think both Big Boi and Andre are some of the most underrated rappers of all time, which is weird to think about because they are like so famous and popular, but there's a lot of like the newer generation of hip hop heads that aren't listening to enough Outkast, and they need to be. So awesome record right off the bat. Let's see what's next. All right. Ooh, this one, it feels sealed. David J, Missive to an Angel from the Halls of Infamy and Allure. Interesting. David J. Do I know David J? Two sides to the story and double-edged the knife. Huh. Produced by David J. I don't know this record. It's interesting. It's sealed. I was not expecting to get anything sealed in this. The back album artwork definitely gives some sort of like 80s goth or like late 70s goth vibes to it. God, I feel like I'm supposed to know who David J is. I just can't think of it right off the top of my head. So check back later. I might have an update for this one, but cool. Let's go ahead and open it. Let's see if there's any clues on the inside. Again, I was surprised to get something sealed in this. So, especially with like record store, like vinyl, like mystery packs, it also says like clearly used on the label. I know you guys couldn't see that in the video, but was definitely surprised to get something new, or at least still shrink wrapped. But I mean, usually that means it's new, right? Having some trouble opening it, so bear with me here. But yeah, just the album artwork alone is pretty cool. The album title itself is very interesting. God, I feel like I should know who this is. Like, this seems like someone that I should know who they are. But I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now. So, we'll see. It looks like, some interesting inner sleeves. Let's take out the side one first. Album made possible with generous contribution following Indigo supporters: Sean Stanley, Joel Rhodes, Jeff Buckley. All right, so there's a lot of Doug Seymour, Jason Spillman. So there's a lot of like fairly recognizable artists on this side. Cool, just a black vinyl. Sorry, I'm doing that off screen, but black vinyl. All right, so I feel like I'm gonna listen to this and then it'll immediately click who this is, or like what band he's from, or like why I recognize him. But I'm just drawing a blank right now. So, but that's cool. We got something sealed. That's fun. Something I don't have. And let's get into the next. Ooh, another sealed. So, I could have sworn this bag said it had to be used, but we've got a few sealed ones now. So this is Criminal Hygiene. Run It Again. Interesting. So I don't know this band. Twist and Shout. Please do not open. All right. Danger Bird 2019. Interesting. It looks like maybe some sort of like indie rock or like, proto punk or something like that. It is another sealed one, so we'll go ahead and pop this open. This is cool though. I was really expecting to get something or at least like a general lower quality with these pressings and these records. So the fact that we've gotten now 2 sealed records and then also a copy of like one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time is pretty sweet. This is not a gatefold, so it looks like we just got the a standard outer sleeve here. There is an insert. Okay, so we got an insert. This might give us some clues genre wise. It's kind of standard like collage of photos. There's some Malort. All right, so these guys are probably from Chicago. Criminal Hygiene, Purgatory Pizza, thanks, blah blah blah. All right, looks like it's a 3-piece. Cool. All right, so not familiar with these guys. I'm definitely gonna check them out. Looks like a good time. And let's see what the actual record itself looks like. So, we do have a colored vinyl. All right. Oh, and it's another like kind of translucent, like teal aqua green. So we got 2 of those now, which is killer. I love that color scheme so much. I will also, as always, be transferring all of these to better internal sleeves and then an external sleeve as well. But cool. All right. So just also spoiler alert, like from picking this one up and the last one I felt around, I think there's a couple more sealed in here. So the fact that we've got like some sealed records for what is roughly $350 a pop is super cool. If you're in the Denver area, definitely check out Twist and Shout. They're not sponsoring this video. They don't know anything about it, but they are such a cool record store. There's a handful of really good used record stores throughout the Denver area, and I love visiting them. Like one of my favorite pastimes is just going through, seeing what they get in new, seeing what collections they've acquired. But Twist and Shout always has some good stuff. All right, so that's 3 records in. Let's move on to the next. Oh, and it's another sealed. It is Rodelius, Hans Joachim Rodelius, Rauf and Ron. All right, so clearly a I think German artist. Again, not super familiar. I do like the kind of minimalist, just like red pressing. I will say the shrink wrap is broken up here, so it still seems like it is sealed, but maybe a little bit damaged. Maybe that's why it's in this mystery pack. 45 RPM, which leads me to believe that it's probably like an EP or something. I mean, it does have 9 songs on it, so that's a full-length LP in most people's standings nowadays. All right, so again, not a gatefold, just has this inner sleeve. Ooh, interesting. All right, so despite being an older German gentleman, or 2 gentlemen. Nope, just one. All music composed and played by Hans Joachim Rodelius. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, and I apologize about that. Music from the years 2000 to 2020. Played on Bosendorfer Grand, Yamaha Grand, Bechstein, and Yongchang Upright. All right, so definitely some like piano-driven stuff. I don't know if it's pure... I don't know if it's pure like classical or if it's like experimental. Varying piano string vibrations create interferences, overtones, and undertones, and the fading reverberation of pointedly accentuated keystrokes and their echo in body and soul. All right, so interesting. Definitely. So it sounds like some experimental kind of piano music. Wild. Definitely something I don't already have in my collection. Something I'm very curious to check out. I am not sure what to expect with that one, but sometimes those are the best records. You know, sometimes you get something that you would never pick up in a million years, and it ends up being like one of your favorite records. So that's really cool. Excited to see what happens there. Let's move on to number 5. We're about halfway done now. This feels like another sealed one. All right, so clearly we've got a bunch of sealed records in the premium pack, which again for $350 a pop, like that's an incredible deal. But we've got Alexis Taylor, Silence. All right, is this the Alexis Taylor from Hot Chip? Is this I think it is. I looked to have. All right, let's check because it may not be. Is that Alexi Taylor? Alexis Taylor, Alexi Taylor. I think it's Alexis Taylor. I am a big Hot Chip fan, so the fact that I don't know that right out of the way off the top of my head, a little bit concerning as my cred for a music enthusiast goes. But keep in mind, I am not a music professional. The whole kind of point of this channel is to give the opinion of someone who's very much a everybody everyday Joe in the music scene. So Silence. All right, so we've got the okay, so this definitely is the Alexis Taylor from Hot Chip because thank you to all the musicians for playing the recordings, and he includes Joe Goddard, who is one of the main founding members in Hot Chip. So this is awesome. I love Hot Chip. I didn't actually know that Alexis Taylor had a solo album. So this is really cool. This is something new that I'm discovering. Awesome that like a few of these records, we're halfway through this pack already. I've got 2 from artists that I really know and love and enjoy. I've got 3 from artists that I'm not super familiar with, that I don't even like know much about at all. And that's like the perfect way to do like a mystery pack, in my opinion, or at least like the perfect outcome for a mystery pack. Because if you get some stuff some stuff that like you're actually excited to add to your collection, and then some new stuff that's going to still add some excitement to your collection, but it's also going to give you the opportunity to branch out of your comfort zone a little bit. Let's take a look at the record itself. All right, just standard black, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is awesome. I love Alexis Taylor. I love Hot Chip. I love Joe Goddard. Cannot wait to put this one in. Really cool album artwork too. I like this weird kind of like, I mean, I know it's not, but it gives me the vibes of like paper mache, like a paper mache tiger fox thing. I mean, it might be. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird kind of like way to present that art. But yeah, Alexis Taylor, Hot Chip. If you haven't checked him out, go check him out. One of my favorite bands of all time. All right, moving on to the next one, and we've got Sad Planets, Akron, Ohio. All right. So Sad Planets is a band I'm like somewhat familiar with, featuring members of Sweet Apple, the Black Keys, Cobra Verde, Metallic Silver Vinyl. Yeah, so I think this is Patrick Carney from the Black Keys, I believe. One of his like side piece. I don't think it's Dan Arbach, because I know he has what's the name of his other band? It's not the Voids, because that's Julian Casablancas from the Strokes. But why can't I think that Dan Arbach has another band that's like they've put out some stuff recently that I actually have kind of enjoyed. For whatever reason, I can't think of the name right now, but I think this is Patrick Carney's other band that he was doing like when they did their hiatus. The other members I'm not as familiar with, but we will find out in a sec here. So again, not a gatefold, just the Sad Planets. Really cool album artwork. I do like this kind of just like the lonely like Midwest road with like the weird cars coming out of the clouds. We'll go ahead and pull this out. Patrick Carney, yep. So synthesizers, organ, electric piano, drums, bass, blah, 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 blah. And then John Petkovic. So yeah, so this is Patrick Carney's other like project, or one of the other projects he was doing. Came out in 2019. So yeah, right around that hiatus. Ooh, and it's again that's silver vinyl. So super cool. Excited to have this one. I love Patrick Carney. I think the drums were always some of the best parts of the Black Keys records. And I've listened to a little bit of Sad Planets. Like now that I'm like thinking about it, I've definitely heard a couple of their songs here and there, but I don't think I've ever actually taken the time to like listen to one of the albums front to back. So that's super cool. But again, another sealed record, which is just awesome. I feel like all of these might be. Maybe that's like the premium aspect of this bundle. But to get 10 records for like basically 350 a pop, I know I've said that like 4 times now. It's just such a killer deal. So Sad Planets, Akron, Ohio. Super excited to check this one out. Really pleased with this mystery bundle so far. Twist and Shout, you guys have knocked it out of the park. So let's move on to the next one. I think we got, I'm counting this right, we got about 3 left. Yeah, 3 left. All right. So 4 left. I can do that. 4 left. So let's see what this one is. We've got Swarming Branch, Surreal Number. All right, so I don't know this band at all. Really cool artwork though. I like the weird sort of like fractal fruit bowl type thing. If you look at that, it looks like they've got a pipe and then like actually some like fractal designs in that. A pear made out of like what looks like gems and seashells. So I'm gonna assume this is some sort of like psych rock, modern psych type stuff. I mean, just based off the track names alone, it definitely feels like that way. Digital download included inside. Shrink wrap is damaged on this one as well, so you know, a little bit of damage on the corner right here. Nothing too crazy, but you can see like right there, it's got a little bit of damage on the actual sleeve. So I'm assuming again that's why it was in this bundle. But so far, guys, I'm super stoked about this. Like it's an incredible bundle so far. Also not a gatefold though. No inserts, so we'll just go ahead and pull out the record, see what it looks like, and we've got just a standard black record. So really stoked about this one. Again, it's a really interesting album artwork. It does have like a download card in it, so I guess it came with something. But yeah, I mean, just based purely off like the fractal design of like the cones and plants in here, I'm assuming I'm gonna like it because I like pretty much anything that's a little bit cyclating. So, all right, we just got a few more left. Next one is going to be Spider Bags. Someday everything will be fine. All right. Just based off this album artwork, I'm gonna say this is indie rock. I don't know this band super well. I feel like I've heard their name here and there, but yeah, Seth Moody, Dan McGee, Greg Levy, Rock Forbes. Huh. Merge Records. Okay. So I'm gonna assume this is yeah, some sort of like indie rock. Not an album about the importance of saying fuck it and dancing to a rock and roll record. Yeah, that sounds like you know, some modern indie rock right there. Looks like it is not a gatefold as well, so we'll go ahead and try and just split this open. I do like the hype stickers on this one, so I'll just try and actually leave this one shrink wrapped. Usually I do leave them shrink wrapped, but I don't know. I just got kind of in the mood to rip some shrink wrap off today. So we're gonna split this one because it's got a couple hype stickers on it, and I do like that. Okay, it does have an insert, so we'll go ahead and pop that. Ooh, it's got a thick insert in here. What the heck? Interesting. Oh, this is. Oh, okay. I do like that. So it comes with a you know, not an amazing quality, but a decent quality like inner sleeve. But then it also comes with this like art inner sleeve. So I've seen bands do this occasionally where they'll give you like the art inner sleeve, but then they'll give you also like the record not in it. And guys, like if you get an art inner sleeve, don't keep your records in it. Like they're not good for them. I mean they're better usually than this flimsy paper, but like get some good inner sleeves. Like it's you're gonna be a serious record collector. Like take care of your records. I know I say that as people are probably cringing at me putting like my fingers, but again I only touch the edge. I don't touch the grooves. But yeah, black record, pretty cool. So excited to check this one out. Again, not a band I'm super familiar with. Excuse my brief record collecting etiquette lecture right there in the middle, but you know, I am a firm believer that if you like are a record collector, you should listen to the records that you collect. I know there's some people out there that collect and don't listen to some of the records in the collection, which is fine. If you have, a really expensive record, I'm not telling you to take it out of the packaging and potentially risk damaging it by listening to it. But like the whole point of this is to listen to music, right? And so if you're not doing that, I don't know what the point is. But everyone's different, you don't have to collect like I do. So all right, we got a couple more left. And then, like I said, I do have a kind of surprise announcement. Not necessarily a surprise, but something cool that I do want to announce at the end of this. So if you're still with me, again, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Just the fact that there's like anyone out there that enjoys listening to me rant on and on and on about music, just it means the world to me, and it's the reason that I continue to do this. I have so much fun, and I hope you guys do too. So that being said, we got a couple more left, and then one more thing to talk about, and then we'll wrap up. So, second to last, right? Oh no, I think they gave me more than 10, unless my math is just way off. My math might be way off, but I got 3 more. So, all right, we'll go on to the next one here. This one is opened. Yeah, this is definitely opened. So, this is Madamex. Oh, Madonna. Okay, so I am not a huge Madonna fan, but limited edition 2LP rainbow picture disc. So clearly it is a picture disc. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not a big picture disc fan. Just in general, I don't love picture discs. I have a few in my collection, but I've always been a little against them. But Madam X, I'm not a huge Madonna. Oh, geez. Okay, wow. So good album for Pride. I'm not super familiar with this. You got the X on the back end. I'll definitely give this a listen. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I may end up giving this away in a future video, or I might just give it away for this one. We'll see. If someone wants this record and like you guys want me to give this one away, I might. Not that I like am against Madonna, it's just not my cup of tea. And I, especially like with a picture disc, I don't feel the need to keep this one. So if anyone's super interested in this, let me know. But yeah, it's interesting. It's I don't even, again, I know so little about Madonna. 2019. I don't know if this is just one of her more recent ones. There's some of her 80s stuff that I do enjoy, like to an extent, but that style of pop was just never my thing. I'm not going to deny the impact that she's had on music, like in popular music in the last 30 years, 40 years, but not my cup of tea. So Madonna, picture disc, Madam X. If anybody wants this, let me know. And I might be sending this one out. So cool. We got a couple more, and then we'll get to the ending here. We got another. Okay, so we got one that is not a new record. So this is a used one. We've got Arc Flash Carbon Copy. All right. Well, first off, I love this album artwork. I don't know Arc Flash or Carbon Copy. I don't know if Arc Flash is the artist or Carbon Copy is. Carbon Copy was engineered. Okay, so Arc Flash is the artist. It definitely looks like some sort of like modern psych, maybe some hip hop, maybe some like just indie rock, indie dance. I'm not really sure. The insert, again, it could be really going any way. We'll look at the back here. All right, so I've got 2 guys like sitting amidst like a bunch of TV. So I'm gonna say it's probably closer to like some psych pop or like indie pop or something like that. Cool. It's got a lot of stuff on the back here describing the record. I'm not gonna get into all that right now, just for the sake of time. But wow, that's really cool. I like this album artwork a lot. Nice to get a used one as well, but all of these guys have been like really good quality too. Like nothing has been damaged or anything like that. At least nothing too extensive. So I'm pretty excited for that one. All right, we got one more. Let's figure out what the last record is, and then we'll get into the last kind of announcement that I'm going to do in this video. All right, the last one is Kilt. Snow White in Hell. All right. So I'm fairly familiar with this band. I think they're like I think they're like black metal or like proggy metal. God, I feel like I've definitely listened to them for all their song titles on this are just like lengths. So I want to say it's definitely some sort of like harder rock metal. God, I know I've heard Kilt before. I can't put my finger on exactly what kind of music they are, but based off just like the pure album artwork, I definitely am going with like some sort of metal. Oh, that is just a gorgeous record. I love the gray and red aesthetic. I love gray and red together. I don't love red that much as a color, but when it like complements other colors, I think it's super cool. Snow White and Hell, Kilt. Gotta imagine this is let's see, Bastardized Records. God, I know that record label too. I'm trying to think of like what other bands are off them, but cool. Another used record. This one I am super stoked about. I mean, even just based off like the From album artwork. I mean, this screams like Norwegian black metal right there. I don't know if they are, but that's the vibe that I'm getting. So super stoked for this. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for this mystery pack. Hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. I'm definitely giving away a couple records. Just to let you know, one of the records I'm giving away in this, I know I like sometimes don't say what the other records are I'm giving. It's gonna be a signed copy of the last Alt J record that I got. I have two copies of that record, and I think I'm gonna be giving away the signed version. So if you're interested in that, if you want the Madonna album, let me know. But when I was at Twist and Shout to get this mystery pack, they only had one of like the $35 premium bundle, but they had a whole bunch of what I do remember seeing the last time I was there, which is a $6 10 LP mystery bundle. And if you know, for those doing math at home, that's about 60 cents a record, which is wild. So I have no idea what to expect in this one. I can only imagine that there's some weird random stuff in this. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open this one in a separate video, and I'm going to post that to my Patreon. So if you want to see this one, you want to check it out. I've been promising for a long time I'm going to start doing some more like exclusive rewards and tiers for my Patreon. Head over there. You know, it's $5 a month at the lowest tier. It's like a cup of coffee. It's like a beer a month, guys. But it does really help me out. It allows me to continue to do these mystery bundle stuff like that. Obviously, if that doesn't work for your budget, like that's totally fine. I appreciate everyone that already has signed up. But I'm going to be opening this and doing an exclusive video on my Patreon. And then I'm going to do a separate giveaway off of this specifically for my Patreon members. And the record that I'm going to give away, I'm not going to say it in this video. I'll do it in the Patreon video, but it's a very high value, high collector's record from my collection. Just as again, as kind of a thank you. So for this one, again, guys, I'm going to give away two records. One of them is going to be that signed Alt J record. The other one is going to either be that Madonna record or another one from my collection that I think would be really cool to send out. And then for this one, keep an eye out. I'll probably have that video posted in like the next day or so from this being posted. And yeah, check it out. So that's going to be it for me. Like I said, you know, go check out my Patreon if you can. If not, no worries. The most important thing to me is that you guys are still here. You're still engaged in my videos. You still are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. I sure as hell enjoy making all of this. I can't believe, you know, it's been less than a year and I'm already at 50 videos. 100 subscribers may not be a lot to most YouTubers, but the fact that there's even that many people out there that actually enjoy watching what I put out is just awesome. So thank you again, guys. Can't wait to see what the new year brings. Stay tuned. I've got a lot more great content coming, including getting back into my top 5 of a given year series. But until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.